what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Real Madrid won, Getafe nil. The job done. The 3 points is taken as we move on and look ahead to Manchester City. Look, this game with no offense just wasn't the focus point. Realistically, even my starting 11 prediction, I went with some heavily rotated players and the whole squad being rotated. And we did see a couple of players get rotated today. Of course, you have the likes of Benzema, Rodrigo. I don't even think they were with the squad. I think they were with the squad. They was not even going to play. So you want to rest these big players for that game against Manchester City, and that was, I think, overall the mindset going to this game. Let's just go out there, see what we can do. If we win, we win. If we draw, we draw. If we lose, then unfortunate, but so be it. Manchester City is the big one. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure this is the match day that Barcelona could be crowned La Liga champions. First thing I want to say is congrats to Barcelona. They truly deserved it this season. They have been the best team in the Liga. And I look at the La Liga games from the start up until this point. We have dropped some massive points. And it wasn't even losing to Barcelona. Yes, we did lose to Barcelona 2-1 at Camp Nou. But it was silly points, Mallorca and Rayo Vallecano and teams that we should be beating. But we dropped 3 points here, 3 points there. And ultimately, if you add up the points together that we should have won, we would be technically champions. But I'm not going to go with the if, buts and maybes, because what is the point in saying if we won these games? There's no point. Barcelona have done it, and once again, congrats to Barcelona. Now it's the fight for second and third. I realistically don't think the club care, but we still have to be bothered about this, right? Second and third might not sound too different, and might not sound like it's a big of a deal, but Real Madrid strive to win every trophy, and if they can't win it, they want to finish second. It's a big statement saying that Real Madrid this season have been worse than Barcelona and Atletico. If we finish behind Atletico, it just shows that we have been the third best team and we are worse than Atletico. I mean, that tells a lot, and that shows people a lot as well. So, look, the push for second will still be going on. I think it's relatively important to get second and just move on, basically. But maybe that's just me. But, of course, Manchester City is the focus, and I get it, right? I'm looking forward to that game. We're away at the Etihad. Who knows what can happen? I will obviously do a preview to that game. Maybe in a day or two's time. But I just feel like La Liga games are basically no longer bothered about. And you know what? Maybe that's the case. Maybe you might agree or disagree. But personally, there's nothing to play for except for a second place. Of course, you still need to be winning these games. You can't just say, oh, let's just lose all of our La Liga games now. So you've got to go out there and get the 3 points, while also resting players for the big games, while also focusing more on the big games. So for us to go out there today and get the 3 points, maybe it's just a 1-0 win, but a 1-0 is enough for the 3 points, while resting a couple of players, Benzema, Rodrigo, Alaba, some big players rested, while playing the likes of Eden Hazard, Lucas Vazquez, Denis Ceballos. with a game like City coming up in 2 to 3 days time, that is incredible, and you know what? We'll take it. Let's talk about this game, shall we? The goal was scored by Asensio. Once again, it's Marco Asensio. Every time we win by a goal or two, it's Asensio who scores. He's always there to score. And if you notice, Asensio only scores on his left foot and only scores banger on his left foot. Like every goal is a banger on his left. Quite literally, that's what it is. Brilliant goal on the left foot. Again, it's a typical Asensio goal. Take a deflection, but it beats Soria, and it's 1-0. Easy 70 minutes. For 70 minutes, I thought that it was alright, but we didn't really test too much on Getafe, and we got the goal. Technically, we deserve it as well, I would say, but the goal is enough to get us through. But like I said, this game wasn't really the most important game. You look to Manchester City, and that game is going to be huge. However, let's talk about some chances. Maximovic had a shot from distance, maybe not too far away, but from around outside the box in the first minute, just wide. And then it was Iglesias with a shot from distance, pushed away by Courtois in the 66th minute. We actually got a second goal, Vinny Jr., but it was offside. And yeah, Cruz with a cross into the box for Asensio, and he said it is just about saved by Soria, which could have again made it 2-0. So after going 1-0, we scored another goal, disallowed, and then we had another good chance, which could have been 2-0. So realistically, we were looking at a 2-0 win. But you know what? A 1-0 is a 1-0. 3 points is 3 points. That's the key takeaway from this game. Manchester City, bring them on. I feel like I've talked more about Manchester City than this game alone. But yeah, I mean, I'll do a preview for the game, of course, like I said earlier on. Can't wait for that one. But that'll be it for today's video. Seems like it's a very short one. I'm actually not too sure how long it is, but I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.